Well, this is day two. I find really slow start in the morning. Um, like I said, we can make anything we want happen. And I've given a few stories out, and I could ask for a car and have it just show up. But the problem is, I don't believe that there's going to be a car that shows up. So that's pretty much what I'm doing is rewiring my brain to feel in the moment of wanting what it is that I want, because obviously I have some blocks. And part of that is getting in shape and getting my mind thinking more positively and getting my body to do what it would be doing if I was working, because I want to attract a job that I really, really love. So if I was doing the job, I'd be working and getting myself in shape through doing, the rushing around that I'd be doing at my job. So today was an exhausting day. Did my workout. I'm like opened up into the world as to anybody wants my help, and I'll be there. So somebody had asked me to look after their dog, so I took their dog for my walk, which is generally a 2 hour walk, and it's 5:30, and I'm just getting home, and I left like at noon. So a dog slows you down, and people are generally a lot more friendlier if you're walking a dog, because I ended up getting stopped and talking to quite a few people. Um, Talked with some Mormons, a couple of young guys. Really interesting conversation with these guys. I really don't like people preaching their religion on me, but these couple of guys were pretty open to how I was feeling, and I still felt very welcomed, and it was a really pleasant conversation. So that went really well. Ran into this 80 some year old lady. She's from Germany, and when she was 10 years old was when the war broke out, and she was on the German side. So she's like, I don't know why everybody was mad at us. We were just young kids at the time. I had nothing to do with this war, but it seems like, I guess, a lot of Americans hate Germans just because of a war that was all started for, politics and, the corporate entities that we have, and we've destroyed a lot of relationships with it. So it was pretty interesting talking with this older lady. We were looking at some ducks, and these baby ducks had just grown up, and to just sort of stop. They just crossed my path when I was walking, so I just sort of took a minute and stopped and enjoyed these birds, and then had this really neat conversation with this lady. So I'm exhausted, did a huge walk, still haven't quit smoking, but did very well, not really smoking all that much. Um, I know that when I'm absolutely ready to quit, then I just won't ever want a cigarette anymore. And I'm getting closer and closer to that time. I know that there's still a lot of rage inside me for some of the things, the abusive experiences that I've had, that has me on this welfare system. Part of this drama is the pain from my kids, and watching that a lot of these, my kids just are angry people right now, and they don't know how to show love or be loving or be supportive. So that plays on my mind an awful lot, that I'm trying to, you know, change that into more of a loving experience. So had a thought today that my kids, although complained when I was cooking, I think they did enjoy my cooking. So I'm thinking of my son who got married without me and hasn't spoken to me for a year, for basically no reason at all, just a misunderstanding through another person. There was absolutely nothing that happened between me and my son, and communication just got stopped because they knew I couldn't afford to go to this wedding, and it was just going to be a lot easier for them to be pissed off at me. So they found a reason to be pissed off at me, and that breaks my heart because they're my kids. So I'm thinking maybe of making them a wedding cake and some homemade ravioli, and then just getting somebody to drop it off and wish them well in their wedding. My goal is to give people that are, you know, lacking love, give them a little bit more love, kill them with kindness. So hopefully, if I go out of my way and do something that will make them receive a little bit of love, and then maybe if their hearts are filled with love, then they can view me from a loving perspective and not make up such horrible stories about me. So that's my day, trying to see how I can turn negative things into something more positive. Still really hard to get on a routine, but I'm determined to follow my schedule and do it again tomorrow. So, day 2 of the 90-day challenge. Love to all. Bye bye.